Michael Porter Jr. is having one of the more dialed-in scoring seasons that I've seen in my life. We saw the value of a low-usage, hyper-efficient third punch in Denver, and he has taken the same scoring prowess to Brooklyn, but this time with more responsibility, showing us that no matter where he is, he's one of the purest buckets in the game. The talent gap between the Nuggets and the Nets is obvious to say the least, and if I'm honest, I had my doubts about how successful he could be moving to this team. I thought MPJ, going from benefiting and playing alongside probably the best offensive player ever in Nikola Jokic, to playing on a completely talent-devoid roster could cause issues for the scoring forward, but he has proved me all the way wrong. Showing me that his focus, shooting talent, and knack refining shots off ball reigns supreme. MPJ has a number of traits that allow his game to look and be smooth, effortless, and unwavering. A ton of his shots come from running around these perimeter screens, where he showcases just how routine his game is. Knowing the space and room he needs to hunt these shots, Porter Jr. does a great job getting physical with defenders, holding them, staying attached, until he's ready to break off and burst into space. And here we see his just extreme efficiency knocking down these long-range bombs coming off these screens and just dead-eye shooting that he brings to the table.
Porter, he got it. Michael Porter Jr. with
NBA.com says that 6.6 of MPJ's 9.5 three-point attempts per game are zero dribble shots. These are these handoffs or these, passes around these screens or just catch and shoots, hitting these shots at a 42.4% clip. This is really the anomaly of his game, a go-to guy, a 25-plus point per game scorer who barely, very, very rarely puts the ball on the floor. The focus and consistency at which he gets these shots off is definitely a sight to see, with such a pretty form and step into these triples. MPJ has a reputation as one of the best contested shot takers and makers in the NBA. The elevation on an already 6'10 frame gives him the ability to shoot over guys with ease and just lock eyes with the rim, bottom of the net. Some of these makes are just ridiculous with how guys are draped over him. There's 2 or 3 guys in his face and he shoots it, and the confidence that he showcases really puts his talent, but not only his talent, his hard work on display to be able to hit these shots in the way that he does. And again, it's not some reckless team destroying shot chucking. He doesn't miss a lot of these at all. Any good scorer is dynamic, posing multiple threats to keep the defense honest so they aren't prepared for what comes next. A proper diversification of your attacks makes you truly dangerous. We saw exactly this in the November 21st matchup versus the Boston Celtics. The Brooklyn Nets close out the game behind MPJ's impressive sequence of off-ball movement and decision-making. Play after play, he used screens to carve through and solve the Celtics defense. We see the same setup 4 different times as it works in 4 different ways. Michael Porter Jr. in the corner and YAKUZY on the right wing. They all result in scores as we see number 17's ability to read what the defense is leaving for him. He sets an off-ball screen for Dioman, which causes the switch, then Dioman screens to deny Walsh from recovering, as White takes the assignment but is also screened to help MPJ get downhill for the finish. Second time, MPJ sets another off-ball screen for his teammate, again as Dioman steps up to shoot down any idea Walsh may have to switch and bother MPJ. Pritchard looks to recover as he notices MPJ's curl, but can't change focus quick enough. Walsh still goes for the contest, but Dioman's screen holding him up for just a little bit of time was enough. Same screening action again between Porter Jr. and Dioman. This time Dioman continues over the top instead of cutting through. Then our guy follows over the screen as we know he loves to do for another strong finish over Kata and through Walsh. This time Jaylen Brown checks MPJ. Aware of the damage being done, JB creeps up on what looks like yet another screening action by the Nets. Porter Jr. feels his eagerness and counters it with a slip backdoor for 2. Next play, after the Celtics fail to cut into the Nets' lead, we see our guy on the other end of the floor. Derek White wants him instead of Peyton Pritchard because of the size difference. Here we see more of Porter Jr.'s off-ball orchestration and playmaking as he calls for a handoff play with Claxton. As he comes around, he makes sure to create and hold contact with Brown to ensure he can control his movements and find room to extend the lead late. Yet another make.
Porter, 3, it's a long 2, and it's good! Michael Porter
Even
Jr.
more elite off-ball stuff here from Mr. Michael Porter Jr., or probably just bad Celtics defense. We were lucky to witness his fourth quarter flurry, and this is really the type of thing he's been doing all season long. He's been one of my favorite watches so far, and it's been a treat to see, and laugh at his ridiculous shot selection, but really be forced to respect what a marksman he is. He looks to be on the move, however, away from this Brooklyn team, and by the time you watch this breakdown, he may very well be with a new squad, whether it's the Pistons, who are looking to elevate closer to a championship level if they're not already there, or the Warriors, who just need more shot making. Whatever team he's on will be lucky to have one of the purest buckets in the game today.